Going on, everybody? It's your boy, that Pens fan 412, and I'm coming back at you with another post Penguin game day review. The Pittsburgh Penguins rolled up into San Jose, California to take on the Sharks. Penguins versus Sharks. It was a beautiful one. But before we roll into that, I just want to go ahead and shout out the 17. I'm talking 17. I'm talking 17. 1, 7. That's right. The 17 people that are subscribed to this channel, you are what makes all of this relatively possible, I guess. I don't know. But it's really nice when I wake up in the morning and they got that little YouTube creators app, right? You pull that thing up, you look at it real quick, and you see your subscriber total go up because it makes me as a creator know that I got to be doing something right because 17 of you are invested into this now. You hit that subscribe button. So if you're new here and you like this video, and heck, maybe you look at some older stuff and you like the older stuff, or maybe you just keep getting this in your recommendeds because you like watching hockey on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, Paul. Tracy? Morgan? It's free. Right there. Right there. I got it right this time. It's right there. Free. Just saying. And join the community that loves to talk all about the Pittsburgh Penguins. And speaking of the Pittsburgh Penguins, let's roll into the game. Let's talk about it. So, as I said in the beginning, we rolled into San Jose, California to take on the Sharks. And arguably what's been a pretty good season-long back and forth battles against each other. Your starting netminders for the evening. In goal for the Pittsburgh Penguins is Casey DeSmith. And in goal for the San Jose Sharks is Aaron Dell. Sorry. Had a little eyebrow fuzzy thing going on there. All right. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. So in the first period, okay, and I'm going to talk about this a lot in this game, but this game was by all means a battle of goaltending. If either goalie was just slightly off in this game, it would have been a totally different game. I'd say more in the Penguins' favor if Dell was off any more than he was. But in reality, it would have been a totally different game on either end. Both goalies were spectacular, but Casey DeSmith last night, I don't know if you stayed up late to watch that game, you watched Casey DeSmith go out there once again and prove that he is, in my opinion, the best backup goaltender who can be a starter in the NHL. And arguably why I believe that at the end of the year when his contract's up, we're probably not going to get him back. He's probably going to go to a team that needs goaltending. He's probably going to be a starter for another team next year. But for right now, he's the best backup goalie in the league. He's the guy that if you need to rely on somebody, if you got to put an arm around him, he'll be there. Oh, and he was there last night. But let's go ahead and roll on into the first period. And I just want to go ahead and start this off by saying that the Penguins did not get scored on in the first minute. The first 60 seconds were scoreless on either side of the puck. And that's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But at 5 minutes and 52 seconds into the first period, the boys, Sid Crosby, got the puck in the offensive zone. He's getting it back to Petrie. Now, this is a kind of a sequence to me that Petrie, again, and I talked about it in like the trade deadline video I did before this one. Petrie is showing that he's still he can lead offensively if he has to. He had a lot of really good opportunities in this game, and he caused a lot of really good opportunities in this game. So don't sleep on Jeff Petrie. If you're sleeping on Jeff Petrie right now, stop. Stop doing it. He's not old. He's not washed up. He's still there. He might be on the other side of his prime, but his prime, he's consistent. He's got that consistency. And he shows it with this assist that he gets because he gets it from Sid. And Sid just, and we'll talk about Sid later on in the game, but Petrie puts it on the net and Raquel's there and Raquel's standing all up in the front. And Raquel is sneakily a big body dude. He truly is he's like what 6'2", I think. Like he's got some little size to him. So he likes to stand in front of the net. And it pays off. It pays dividends. And of course, Aaron Dell got bumped and did like a 360. Tried to make a 360 no scope, but he got a 360 no save because he didn't stop the puck from going in the back of the net. And the Penguins score, giving it a 1-0 lead. Dell tries to plead his case, and the referee's like, shush. And then we go over to Casey DeSmith, who had a few just godly saves in the first period. Like the rest of the first period, it's just Casey DeSmith showing off, pleading his case. We roll into the second period, and this is where I want to talk about Crosby real quick because this goal was just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Because Rickard Rakell has the puck, and he gets it over to Sid the Kid, and for up, and he's going into the net. He's going to do a wraparound, right? But instead of wrapping around with the puck, he drops it back to Gensel, who scores. And it's just filthy, like just dirty. Like Aaron Dell was just caught, ankles broke, kneecaps shattered. Unbelievable. Crosby faked that man out so hard and gets it back to Gensel. And Gensel puts it in the back of the net at 11:33 into the second period. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Crosby with his 40th assist of the season, just filthy, filthy. And again, some really good saves on both sides. Crosby had an opportunity at one point where Gensel got the puck over to him for a 1-T, and Dell was right there. Crosby had another opportunity at one point. Dell was right there. It was in the beginning of the third period. So, speaking of the third period, we roll into it, and at 15:57, Timo Meier, name sounds oddly familiar. Dare I say future Pittsburgh Penguin Timo Meier unassistedly puts the Sharks on the board. And honestly, it was one of those, Smith did everything he could. He did everything he could. But ultimately, Meier had just one more step than him. And it happens. You can only do so much when you've got a power forward with the scoring potential and the size of Timo Meier. Practically by himself in front of the net. Nobody was there to even just talk to the guy. Good quality H2O. But that's fine. Everything's fine because at 19:22, Raquel has the puck. He gets it over to Sid the Kid. Sid the Kid gets it up to Gensel. There's an empty net. Gensel doesn't miss. Gensel gets his 23rd goal of the season on the empty net shot from a pass of Crosby and Raquel. Pretty. It's an empty net goal. Nobody celebrates the empty net goal. It just happens. It's 3-1 Pittsburgh. But right before the end of the third period, Teddy Bluger has the opportunity to make it 4-1, and it looks like he does. But then he hit the top crossbar, and it went back out. It's an empty net. Big old open net right in front of you. He hit the crossbar at the top. Teddy Bluger hung his head low on that one. And you could visibly see it on his face. He's just like, are you serious right now? Really? Really? I don't know if that's dang it's worthy, but it's a dang it to me, I guess you could say. It's definitely a dang it to Teddy Bluger. Anyway, so the Pittsburgh Penguins win the game 3-1 in San Jose late last night. Your 3 stars of the game, first star, and he deserved it, folks. Casey DeSmith. Like I said, this is a game of goaltending, and Casey DeSmith was just the better goalie on this one. And he was, not to take anything away from Aaron Dell, but Casey DeSmith was just on the ball tonight. Second assist, or second star, sorry, goes over to Sid Crosby. He had 2 assists on the evening, and again, arguably one of the just picture perfect, just chef's kiss of a pass to Gensel for a gorgeous goal. And then Aaron Dell with the 3rd star. Like, again, battle of goaltending. Aaron Dell was the 2nd best goalie in this game, but he still deserves some recognition because he had some really good saves. He did. He stopped Crosby on 2 wonderful opportunities for Crosby. Not a lot of goalies say that. Not a lot of goalies can say that. Not a lot. Aaron Dell did. Good for him. 3rd star. Your shots on goal for the evening were in favor of the San Jose Sharks, 39-28. Face-offs in the Sharks' favor as well, with 66.7% to the Pittsburgh Penguins, 3.3%. Power plays, 0 for both. The Penguins had 3 opportunities. The Sharks had 2. Penalty minutes, 4 for the Pens, 6 for the Sharks, hence 3 for 2. Nobody scored on the power play. And hits in favor of your Pittsburgh Penguins, 20-18. Block shots were even at 13 apiece. Giveaways less for the Pens with 8-15 for the Sharks. That's good, having less giveaways. I like it. We also had less takeaways with 5 to the Sharks, 12. But hey, that's it. This has been That Pens Fan 412, and I want to thank you all for watching. If you like the video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, give it a dislike. I expect honesty here, folks. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to talk about the hockey game or anything about hockey in general, or the Penguins, or anything you want to talk about, if you want to talk about the Dallas Stars, just drop it in the comment section. We can talk about the Dallas Stars. I reply to just about any comment that gets put down there because there's not really a lot of them ever. So if you want to comment, I will reply to you. I will have a nice conversation. It is fine. Also, don't forget to subscribe. The button's right here. Right here, Jonathan. Right here, Trent, Phil, Michael. It's right here. It's free. Let's get up to 20 subscribers, folks. We're at 17. We need 3 more. I know there's 3 people here that aren't subscribed that watch this video. Pop off. Throw it in there. Put your hat in the ring. Let me know what you think. Again, I'd just like to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the future, folks. Peace out.